Hey everybody. I hope everyone had a good week. I'm here with Gwen. Everybody already knows Gwen. And my brother Jacob.
Hey.
Our other sister is somewhere with her husband's family right now at Lambert's.
Oh, it's a restaurant. They're at a family reunion for his mom's side of the family.
Yeah. If you don't know what Lambert's is, that is the restaurant that's, look at this, the restaurant that's famous for throwing rolls at people. Like,
throwing.
There you go. There's some bread.
Because that's what you want from a restaurant.
Yeah. Like, you hungry? I got you, girl. Okay. So, I lost 2.2 pounds this week, which puts me at 358.8. I'm out of the 360, so insert applause. So minus 54.2 in total. I'm happy about it, especially since I have not felt well at all this week, and I tracked everything that I ate, but I just didn't walk or exercise as much as I normally would. So, stuff to remember for next week: keep hydrated and learn how to math. And what I mean by that is, like, if I'm going to make a recipe before I go to the store and purchase 5 pounds of chicken, I need to make sure that I actually need 5 pounds of chicken, which it turns out I didn't. I only needed 2 pounds. So, track. I keep moving the table, I'm sorry. I just write down everything that I ate because, you know, if I ate it, it needs to be written down. And just keep on snacking with fruits and vegetables. I already mentioned I didn't walk as much. I wasn't feeling 100%. I'm still not feeling 100%. Hopefully I feel better next week. Is there anything that I want to change for next week? Probably going back to some meatless options, and it's because I hate touching meat, and I'm always afraid it's not going to be cooked through. So maybe not, but I don't really have a whole lot of recipes. The one recipe cookbook that I do have from WeightWatchers that was given to me, everything is a salad. And
you're not a rabbit.
Not a rabbit. And also, I don't know if this might be a secret, but plant-based diet people, vegans and vegetarians, eat more than salads.
Also Parmesan.
Oh yeah, they have one recipe that's supposed to be vegetarian. It's got Parmesan cheese in it.
Vegetarian has cheese in it.
No,
Parmesan.
No, Parmesan has like goat and cow stomach in it.
Ew, I didn't.
It's not vegetarian.
Oh, I didn't
yeah. So, overall, how was my week? I put a happy face and a sad face because it was a good week, like emotionally, but I just felt like complete boo-boo. And I gave my week a 4. So, that was that for that week. And as far as meal prepping goes this week, I am making it's out, okay, so it's out of the, I'm looking at it right here, I can't pull it out, but it's out of the WeightWatchers One Pot Meals cookbook that was released 3 or 4 years ago, and it is the Mediterranean Chicken Casserole. And it has Kalamata olives in it, golden raisins, dates, chicken, capers, balsamic vinegar, all those wonderful things. So I'll put the recipe down below. If you follow the recipe to the T, as in the cookbook, it's 7 smart points per serving. It makes 8, I'll put the recipe down below. So if you did what I did and can't math, then it's 11 points per serving, plus some, which if I end up getting around to cooking that tonight because it's marinating, I will give him the rest because, you know, poor kid living on his own. So,
it's true.
I will also put the name of my Instagram down below too, because I'm not going to make another video to take pictures of it. I'll just post pictures on my Instagram of it. So if you want to be my friend on Instagram, go ahead and request me. I'll put the information down below. Okay, so in honor of Faja's Day, tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's Father's Day.
Tomorrow.
True.
I thought it would be fun to have us tell a couple stories about Dad. So we love you, Dad.
We do.
Pretty cool dude.
So Gwen can start.
Okay, I have. Did I say I had two stories?
Yeah.
Okay, my first story is about specifically me and Dad. And I think you and Judy were in the car.
I don't remember.
I was in the car.
Okay.
Remember, we were on our way to SBFYC.
No, we were on our way to Walmart. This is a different story.
Oh, then I wasn't there.
So it was when Dad was stationed at Tinker, and he was teaching me to drive. We had this 1991 Dodge Caravan. That's why I learned to drive in. And it was in Midwest City. We were going to the old Walmart, which is now like an empty lot. There's like the Walmart neighborhood markets in front of it in Midwest City. And I was turning from Southeast 29th Street left onto Midwest Boulevard. And I guess I made I guess I made a wide turn. I don't know. Anyway, so I guess I got a little bit too close to the curb for my dad's comfort because he started shouting rapidly, too close to the curb, too close to the curb, too close to the curb. I was like, Dad, I got this. I never actually did hit the curb, but it was really funny. And then,
that was because I remember being in the car. No, that was when you drove on the wrong side
of
the road.
I can't even say it. I did drive on the wrong side of the road. It was really early in the morning. I was tired. And then my second story, which is funny because I actually just texted my dad about this recently, because Brendan went on his first roller skating trip. But when I was little, when Karen and I were little, we were avid roller skaters.
This is true.
And I think I was way more into it than you were.
I just remember I had white skates that had unicorns on them and pink wheels. I was the epitome of a 90s child.
Like, I would go roller skating as much as I could. My class went once a month at least with my school, and I would go every time.
That was our jam,
years.
man.
Like, not just when we lived in Louisiana and when we lived in Nebraska.
We're military brats, by the way. We've lived everywhere.
But I remember my dad taking us once on a weekend because we wanted to go skating, and I was 8 and she was 6, and we were tiny kids. We were very little. And my dad, still to this day, does not know how to roller skate. So here he is, like, me and Karen are zipping past him, and then we're trying to help him, and he's like pulling us down, and I know he felt bad. So then we're like, okay, we're gonna go skate and zipping, and there's my dad, like, gripping the wall, like, trying to get around the rink so he can get off. So those are my stories about Dad. Just, there's so many dad-isms we could get into.
Our dad is so great.
He is, yeah.
So much.
I talk like my dad. I call things the same things that he calls things.
That's true.
Like a bottle of water.
Right.
I call a water bottle, and so does my dad. So I think I have those kinds of dad-isms.
And syrup.
So yeah, I say syrup.
Syrup. She says syrup.
No, it's syrup.
No, you don't. You say syrup. Don't lie.
I do say syrup.
Don't you dare lie.
I got confused. So my story, Gwen, how old were we?
I think I was 16.
So you was your first year in high school?
Second year.
My
junior year of high school.
So I was ninth. Okay, I was a freshman. Where was he? Dad had just come home from the Middle East. And I don't know if it was Qatar, Oman,
UAE,
Saudi Arabia,
wherever
somewhere.
That part of the world.
And I come home after school, got off the school bus, and walked home. And there's a man in my house unloading the dishwasher that does not have a mustache. Now
you have to keep in mind, Dad had a mustache from the time we were born until just like 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
Something like
it
that.
was like his trademark. I'd never seen him without a mustache before. There's this dude, like, to me, because there's no mustache, it's just a rando, like, doing household chores in our home. And I'm like, oh my gosh, who is this dude? Well, it turned out it was my dad, and he got a wild hair. Is that what you said?
Yeah, wild hair.
He decided to shave off his mustache.
Was it the only person that liked it besides him, Jacob,
yeah. Like, I was so terrified of who I thought was a rando in our house. Like, I ran upstairs and was crying. Like, there's somebody in the house.
I fell on the ground laughing.
I don't think I realized that he shaved his mustache off until someone put it out.
Oh, yeah. Because I totally didn't recognize him. Because to me, Dad is mustache is Dad.
When I still picture Dad in my mind's eye,
I picture him with
a mustache. He hasn't had a mustache for years. But I still picture him with a mustache.
The mustache and the dad smile.
The dad smile.
I wish Judy was here. Judy looks the most like our dad. Well, in my opinion, and she does the best dad smile ever.
It's great.
Okay.
And then my dad's story?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so I'm going to apologize ahead of time. I'm not great at telling stories, but here we go. We're on for a ride. So this took place I think it was my junior year of high school while Judy was in college. So I was in driver's ed at that time, and Dad was having me drive around his Camry so that I would get my hours in so that I could get my license.
Yeah.
And on this particular occasion, he decided that he wanted to go to Stillwater to Oklahoma State University to have lunch with Judy, and he was like, "Hey Jacob, you want to come with me and drive the way there and back?" And I was like, "All right, free food."
Free food.
Free food. I mean, that's...
All right.
Anyway, so I drove there. We had lunch with Judy, and it was lunch with Judy. we went to IHOP, I think. We always go to IHOP. What?
No, continue.
So after we had IHOP, Dad drove Judy back to her dorm, I think, and then from Judy's dorm, I was gonna drive back home to Enid. We lived in Enid at the time.
Yeah.
So we were driving down, I forget the name of the street, but it's the main street that OSU is centered around. And at the time, this was before they repaved that street, so it had these random crosswalk things that were raised up above the rest of the road, if that makes sense. And then it was just like this random speed bump, but was really, really wide. So I was just driving down, and Dad gets a call from Jan, from his wife. And I'm just like, zoning out, "Oh, it's a beautiful day out today." It was a beautiful day. And I didn't realize that I was so close to one of these speed bump things, and Dad was just having himself a time on the phone with Mom. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Lunch was great. Blah blah blah. Colorado omelet. Blah blah blah.
She was too.
So I hit one of these things going at 25 miles an hour. Dad's on the phone. And he's like, "Blah!" And I'm just like, "Oh my goodness! Oh no, we're dying!" Oh no, we're good. And so yeah, I nearly killed us in a car. Going 25 through OSU.
Oh man,
goodness.
it's so funny.
Oh my goodness.
Our dad is a great dude.
And those don't even scratch the dad story surface.
Dad
we
is
can tell stories about Dad all day long.
He's a wonderful man.
Very true.
He's done a lot for us, made a lot of sacrifices for us.
Very true.
Served our country for a long time.
27 years.
Yep. Yeah. Retired as a Chief Master Sergeant.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
United States Air Force.
Something to be terribly proud of. The accomplishments that our dad has made are just spectacular.
I'm getting too many feels. Sorry, I'm about to start crying. We have the best dad ever.
We do. Whenever there's a question, whether it's something ridiculous or it's about a Bible verse or something, which, by the way, our dad is like Bible Wikipedia.
Yeah.
I wish I was that knowledgeable. He's always there, and he's more than happy to help, and
he really cares and really loves us all very, very much.
Yeah, he's a very, very passionate person. And,
Dad's never done anything that he wasn't consciously trying to keep our best interest in mind and raise us in a godly, caring manner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we love our dad very much.
We do, and I hope he has the best Father's Day.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All the way up there in Enid, and I hope everybody else has a wonderful Father's Day.
Yeah.
And have a good weekend, and I will check back in with you next weekend to let you know whether I am continuing on the path of loss or, weight loss is an unexpected journey. Sometimes you gain, sometimes you lose, but you're here with ride with me, on the ride with me.
Choo choo.
You're so weird.
What?
But thank you to all of my subscribers, and have a wonderful whatever today is.
Happy Father's Day, Dad. We love you.
Yeah.
You're all right.